Welcome to the Bull, the Bear, and the Ugly. Before I start, please join me tonight on the Asian session. I'm hosting My Fund the Futures every Monday through Thursday from 8 to 10. Please be there. Please go to My Fund the Futures YouTube or SK Trading YouTube. Also, if you'd like to have a 5-day free trial or just you want to text me, please text me your full name and email to 914-500-7484. I'll send you a 5-day free trial, and it starts every Monday. Wow, what a day today. Unbelievable. I came in here. I'm really mad at myself because I gotta bluntly be honest with you. I called the top. This is not no nonsense. My community heard me, and I was just completely blown away with the fact that that I saw the big sell divergences on the 60-minute time frame. I was watching Micron like a hawk, SanDisk like a hawk. AMD, I put orders in on AMD. It ticked right before I did. AMD goes from, listen to this, 550.88 all the way down to 507. The NASDAQ, 30,194 all the way down to 29,000. I think it was 264 or something like that. Dropped 900 points in 30 minutes. Apple, the main source of this, because Apple was explained that they were going to have a price hike. Apple was down $17, down over 5% on the end of the day. And then we had the S&P futures hitting a high of about the 2495 level. S&P futures traded below 7,400 before, and then we got this big rally off the 29,264 all the way up to 29,600, dropped to 530, up to 850, 29, and then right back down below the number. I'm exhausted, but I'm really mad at myself because I saw Micron, I saw the Qs. The whole market was a short, and let me just get right to it to show you. If you look here on the QQQs here, you can see how the 60-minute MACDs right here, you're pushing up. The whole world was a short, 726. And literally within 30 minutes, you can see the drop here, all the way down, $21. Again, you can see these patterns. These negative MACDs were like a brick, all right? Like a brick. Tesla, okay? Tesla, look at Tesla right here. Boom, right here on the 10, 379, all the way down. Boom. Look at Intel. Okay, and AMD were the best ones. Look at this push up here. The price pushing up into the negative MACD. This is an absolute Picasso. AMD, look at this. I'm shorting AMD into this negative MACD. This is an absolute Picasso. Look at this, 558, 558.80. I went at 550.80. I can't believe it. Oh, Jesus. It's one of those days, it's one of those days, but what can you do, Anyway, what can you do? But the bottom line is, you hear, you learn. Listen, even someone like myself, in all the years on the doing this, it really was an unbelievable day. Let me just see here. Apple, monster short here on Apple. If you look here on Apple, let me see. Do I have any more I want to see here? I have my notes here. Sorry, you had Micron on the opening. Micron, look at this Micron. Micron pushed up here, gapped up. Look at this, 1255. Look at this, okay? And goes all the way down to 1136, right? Look at that drop, 114. Look at SanDisk, absolutely kabooshed SanDisk, right? SanDisk, look at this push up here. Opened at 2239, trades up to 2292. Look at this push up into the negative MACDs and then absolutely kaboosh. So again, NVIDIA, another good one. Look at these patterns. Everything had these negative MACDs. And I'm telling you now, when you have these negative MACDs like this on the 60-minute time frame, absolutely, you're pushing up into that negative MACD. It acted like a brick wall. And good night, Irene. Oh boy. And last but not least, I'll show you Apple today. Really great pattern on Apple. You can see here, everything reversed to sell here. Where's this 5-minute here? The 30s, we got this big gap down, and I called this monster bear flag above 280. Look at this. You're getting overbought not only just on the 15, but the 30-minute time frame. And what a kabooshin. Unbelievable. We were short the stock. I blinked. It was 78. We were waiting. It was 79.10. I said, I think this thing's going to 78, maybe 70. And then boom, all the way down, right down to 76.20, down $4 like that. When you have the 80x rising like this here, okay, and they have the negative MACD on both the 30 and the 60, and you're getting overbought on the 30-minute time frame, I got one phrase to say: let them have them. All right, when I get back, I'll tell you what I expect for tomorrow. So for tomorrow, we do have buy reversals here right now on the Qs on the 15 and 30-minute time frame. The Russell's still in buy mode on the 15, on the 30 and 60. And I don't really look at the Dow that much, but overall, the spiders are still negative on the 30 and 60-minute time frame. So we'll see. The only good thing about tomorrow, if we do get any type of push down to any oversold conditions, the MACDs now have reversed here, okay, on the 30 and 60-minute time frame on the spiders here. So if we do get any type of push down here, the MACDs will act as a shock absorber, plus the non-confirmations on both the 30 and 60-minute time frame. So any push down, I would be looking to buy them. Okay. All right. When I get back here, okay. So again, I wanted to show you that. So any push down tomorrow acts as a shock absorber, and I think that if we get any type of overbought conditions into the on the indicator 3 on the 60, I think I'm looking to fade them. All right, but we'll watch. I think the market probably seeing the lows. I don't think today's lows are going to be met in the Nasdaq. I'm not so certain about the S&P. Okay, all right. One of the things I want when I get back, I want to talk to you about how trading and understanding the importance of hitting your goals and hitting them and stopping. So there's nothing worse than when you're trading, you're up money, then you give it back. You're up money, then you give it back. And you're up money and you give it back. I teach people all the time to try to be as consistent as possible. Try to make your goal. And if you're trading prop, keep rotating your account, keep rotating your account, keep rotating your account, okay? Now, the volatility today was completely out of its mind. Nobody expected in 30 minutes the Nasdaq to drop 900 points on the and the S&P to drop 100. Literally 30 minutes. That's how fast they go down, right? They don't even go up that fast. They go down that fast. They don't go up that fast, okay? Now, it's really important to really understand the true mechanism of preservation of capital, right? With the markets moving as fast as they are, you got to go a little wider. When you see increased volatility, maybe you back off, you wait for the dust to settle, like it did. It finally calmed down, and the moves were really great after that, up and or down. But one of the things that's important is, if you're comfortable and you hit your goals today, go to sim. Go practice on sim, okay? A couple of days ago, someone bought a prop account that I know here, and what did they do? They forgot they were trading they blew up the account like that because they were trading the E-mini, not the micro E-mini. So you got to be really cognizant of exactly what's going on. And listen, I told you, trading is very hard. However, being here with me every single day, I give you the insight, I try to help you, and I give you the important factors that when you're trading the market, it's about being consistent. So again, most important, in volatile times, maybe you take a step back and you wait. You wait to strike like a cobra and get in and get out. So again, there was a couple of days, I think yesterday, I didn't want to go near Micron. As much as I knew every pattern, I didn't want to go in it. I didn't want to get stuck with a position going into, or if I was, let's say I'm long 5,000 or 6,000 Micron and it's $4 against me, I didn't want to take the $20,000 loss because of the earnings. If it wasn't for the earnings, maybe I would have kept it or sold half and traded around it the next day or whatever. However, with the earnings out, I didn't want to take a chance, okay? And I saw that 991, 992 buy. Now, I'm not saying I would have caught it all the way up to 1078 yesterday, but, even I just take a step back at times, and I just say, next. I'll wait for a calmer, better market. But I do love the volatility. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying I'm not involved. I'm saying that when you're trading, whether you're trading prop or you're trading live accounts, be cognizant of just trying to be as consistent as possible, and that again by rotating accounts. Okay, thank you for joining me tonight on the Bull, the Bear, and the Ugly. If you please please hit the subscribe button. Please leave a comment if you have one. Also, if you'd like to join my community of traders from all around the world, please go to my website, sktrading.live. All I can tell you is a lot of new stuff and technology is coming our way. It's going to be mind-boggling, so get ready. Also, if you'd like to follow me on social media, please follow me on official Stephen Kalayjian on Instagram, X, TikTok, and LinkedIn. Again, I'll be streaming tonight on the My Fund the Futures TV or the SK Trading YouTube. From 8 to 10, come join us. Have a great night, everybody. Also, again, if anybody would like a 5-day free trial to my Discord, Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 4, please text me your full name and email. And if you have any questions at all about the markets, you want to just talk to me, my cell phone number is 914-500-7484. With that being said, have a great night, everybody. God bless you. God bless our troops. And God bless the United States of America.